What's up, guys? In this video we're going to cover this 9-figure store, and we're going to cover 4 things that they're doing on their Shopify product page in order to maximize their conversion rate, their AOV, so that they get to profit as much as possible and they're able to scale much more easily. So we're going to cover 4 things that they're doing on their Shopify product page, and this video is going to be especially important for you if you have more variants on your product page, so your customers need to decide whether they should go with option 1 or 2, or if you have even more. Because at this point, when they have to decide between different options, they might get into what's called the analysis paralysis. And when they get into that state of mind, they might just choose nothing because it's just too hard to make the decision, and they just go back to the social media and bounce from your product page. So this store is really nailing down when it comes to how they clarify their options and making it much more easier for their customers to choose the right option for them. So in this example, you can see we're at this product page, and as you can see, they have 30 different variants of this product, which is quite a lot. Their customers can definitely get into the analysis paralysis. So how they're making it easier for their customers to choose the right option. So the first thing that they're doing in order to make sure their customers choose the right option is something that they have here, which is find your shade button. So when you click on this button, you get redirected to this quiz, right, where you just can start it. You can select what you want to achieve with your look. I don't know, I would just click on some random things. And when you click on these things and you get to enter your email, you get to this page where you actually get what's the best shade for you. And for that reason, they are just reducing that decision fatigue and makes it much more easier for their customers to choose the right variant. So very important thing, if you have this many variants, you definitely want to see how you can narrow down the decision for your customers so that they much more easily choose the right one and proceed on placing the order. But this is not the only thing that they're doing on their Shopify product page. The next thing that they're doing is that you can see they're really killing it when it comes to the images. You can see they have this here image that clarifies kind of all these 30 different variants, how they look on the skin, so that the customer can easily see how these variants look like. So now it's much more easier to see this in the real life and therefore make the decision which one to go with. The next thing that they're doing is, which is a really good thing, this is why they're a 9-figure store. You can see when you click on any of these variants, you can see how complete images on the left changes. You can see they have another model. They have how this shade looks in the real life. Then whichever option you choose, you can see it completely changed the images, because the images are really important when it comes to increasing the perceived value. So how much customers feel like they're going to get from your product, and also helps a lot with the clarification. So whichever image you choose, you will always have this image that will help you with choosing the right variant for you. But even if they have this here along with the different images, they're going a step further in order to make sure the customer choose the right thing. Because if they buy a wrong one and you ship it to them and they're not satisfied, some percentage of people will just return it back for you. So that's an increased cost for you. So what they're doing as well, you can see even on the mobile, they have these variants here, and then just right below it, they have the drop down with the label that just says with the text how this variant is called, what's the color of it and stuff. So now it's 100% sure what is the variant that the customer is choosing, and they're reducing the possibility for the mistake. What they also have is something here. As you can see, they have the categories. So although they have 30 of these different variants, they have these categories which you can switch from. This is shimmer, this is matte, this is limited edition. So now it just makes it easier for their customers to categorize different variants. Another thing that they're doing as well is they have these labels here which says new, and now your customers just know that these variants are new. They might want to try them out, and therefore it narrows down their options and just reduces that decision fatigue, right? So this is the first thing, very important thing, clarify your options, make it easier for your customers to choose the right one, because especially if you're running Facebook ads and your customers land on your product page, you don't want to overwhelm them with information and stuff. And for that reason, you just want to make that straight line of what option should they choose, what's the best option for them, and therefore you will increase your conversion rate. And if you'd like me to audit your store and to give you some advices on what are the things you can do right now on your store to boost your conversion rate, you can fulfill the form in the link in the description, and I will give you a personalized audit for your case on what are the things you can do right now to boost your conversion rate. Now, the second thing that I wanted to cover that is kind of complementary to the first one is how clear they are in regarding to their product information and their company information and everything, that is just making it much more easier for customer to understand all the necessary things and therefore proceed on placing the order. So When you scroll down, you see you have all these product description, you have these videos that are just showing how these products look. So now the customers can even see with the video how they look like, and it also boosts that social proof. But when you scroll down, you can see they have this section here, and they don't just have a block of text which nobody will read. They have very nice categories which you can open and get a little bit more information on each thing. And then when you scroll even further, you have the FAQ section, which is positioned pretty high. They have probably tested and saw that when the FAQ is a little bit higher, it helps them with the conversion rate. So these are the questions that their customers have when they get in touch, and therefore they just gather all these and then position them on their product page. And this FAQ section literally acts like a salesperson, and therefore they just get to increase their conversion rate. Because if your customers don't have any left objections in their mind, the only logical step is just to place the order. So this is very important, and you can see how clear their product page is in regarding to all the necessary informations that their customers need in order to place the order. The third thing that we're going to cover is in regarding to the average order value, so how they make their customers spend more on their store. So when you scroll a little bit down, you can see you have this section here. Basically, you have two sections. First one is pair it with, and the second one is save it with sets. So now when the customers see this product and when they scroll just a little bit down, they can find some products that are very complementary to the main product that they're looking at. So what they can do at this point, they can just click on the add to cart, and now this product that is complementary to the main product will be added to the cart. But this is something that you would typically see on high revenue e-commerce stores. But what they're doing as well, they have another section here which is save with sets, and now you can buy the whole bundle of these products that you have seen here and get an extra discount of 16% or 10% of this one. So they have probably realized that most of the time people are buying this together. So they have created the bundles and put an incentive to buy this whole thing as a bundle. So now more people are buying this as a bundle, and therefore they just get to increase their average order value and their bottom line. So this is very important thing. And you always want to have complementary products that are very easy to add to the cart, and therefore more people will just add this product to the cart, and you get to increase your average order value. And the fourth thing I wanted to cover is that in their cart drawer is again regarding to the average order value. A lot of people don't optimize their cart drawer, and it's such a shame because in your cart drawer, your visitors are showing that intent to buy from you, and you're just not showing them other products or an extra incentive to spend more with you. So let's see how this 9-figure store is just boosting that AOV in their cart drawer. So let's say, for example, we want to add this orange shade. And now when we add this thing to the cart, this is how their cart drawer looks like. The first thing that is very important here is this on the right. So even if you buy this thing that you have added to the cart, you will get one gift with your purchase. So now they have some product that is a very low cost from them, but they're giving it as a gift for their customers. So now the customers will feel like they have gotten something for free, and when they have gotten something for free, you utilize that principle of the reciprocity, and they feel like they own you something. And when they feel like they own you something, it's just a higher chance for them to place the order because it just justifies it in their brain and gives them one more reason to buy from you. So in this example, you can click on the choose gift, and you can choose some gift. You can see like this one, and you could just click on choose, and now it's added to the cart and you've gotten the free gift. And of course, this will help you a lot with increasing the conversion rate. But another thing that they're doing as well is this here. You can see they have spent $24 more in order to unlock your free sample. So now they're incentivizing their customers to spend more to get even a free sample. And what they're doing as well to boost this thing is that when you scroll down, you see you may also like this, and then you can choose any of these products, add them to the cart. And when you add this thing to the cart, you get to choose your free sample. And you can tell that this thing here is pretty important for them because it's the first thing that their customers see when they click on the add to cart and where their cart drawer opens. And this is why they're heavily emphasizing this thing, because it gotta make the difference for their AOV and their conversion rate. If this wasn't true, they wouldn't place it here as the first thing that their customers see in their cart drawer. Another thing that they're doing on their cart drawer in order to get their conversion rate even further is this message here. It says this weekend you can get the free shipping on all orders. So now they have that urgency that if you place the order on this weekend, and today I'm recording this on Saturday, if I place the order now, I will get the free shipping. And if I postpone it on the Monday, I will lose that opportunity, and therefore I will just need to pay more for the shipping, right? So for that reason, your customers, when they click on your Facebook ad and land on your product page, a lot of them will think like, I will postpone this thing, I will buy this product in 2 or 3 days, and then in 2 or 3 days, they just don't feel that drive anymore to buy from you. And for that reason, the urgency works very well, because you want to minimize that time frame in which they can act. And if you minimize that time frame and make them feel like they will lose something if they don't act now, more people will act, and this is how they just get to emphasize that urgency without being too pushy, without these discount timers and all that stuff, and therefore they just get to increase the conversion rate, which is what makes them a 9-figure store. So if there's one thing you can take from this store, is how clear they are in regarding to all the things, in regarding to what option you should choose, what's contained in the product, how it works, and all that stuff. And then when your product page is very clear on all the essential information that your customer need in order to convert, more people will convert, and you will get to increase your conversion rate and your bottom line. And if you'd like me to audit your store and to give you advices on what are the things you can do right now in order to boost your conversion rate and your bottom line, fulfill the form in the link in the description, and I will give you a personalized audit for your case on all the things you can do right now to boost your conversion rate and your bottom line. And if you like this video, you can watch this playlist in which I break down all these successful stores and what you can take from them and apply to yours if you want to boost your conversion rate and your bottom line.